Hi, it's Lisa from the Dog Play and the Dog Learning Centre. We're just answering some questions that have come in through our social media platforms. And so Claire was asking about dealing with senior dogs, especially if they are going through dementia. So some of you might not know that dogs can actually get canine dementia, and it's much the same as humans. So obviously as humans and dogs age, we can be affected with our memories, our minds, and of course our bodies let us down as well. And it's much the same for dogs. So you can have toileting incidents in the house, accidents where dogs can't actually even feel that their bladder or their bowel moving. So we have to make things as easy as possible for the dogs when they come to this stage in their life. We need to be as kind and gentle as possible. Realise that the dogs will perhaps sleep a lot more than they did. Their appetites won't necessarily be the same, and you can't give the dog the same level of exercise that they once could cope with. So you want to reduce exercise, you want to make sure that they're comfortable within their home. You want to understand obviously that the feeding and the drinking routine might change. Certainly it can increase or decrease on either side, but it's just about understanding that your dog is going through that stage. You need to be caring with them and to give them just more of your time. And it's difficult because I think if you're quite an active person and then suddenly you see the decline in your dog, it can impact your life. You're maybe not able to go out for, well, I'm laughing at going out at this moment in time, but certainly you're maybe not, in normal circumstances, you're not able to leave the house for quite as long. You need to get back during the day, so on and so forth. But generally with canine dementia, dogs can last for years with it, so it's just about making sure that the dog's as comfortable as possible. Perhaps even keeping a wee diary to note any changes. If you're keeping a diary of exercise and food and the dog's general routine, if something does go amiss, you can look back and work out, right, it was triggered then. Things like that can be extremely helpful, but of course each dog, each breed are completely different, so the decline is entirely down to the specific dog. You just want to make sure that they've got a good routine, you're not asking too much of them, and give them lots of love and understanding. So it's definitely quite a sad time, but it's like having a wee oldie in the house and you just want to look after them as best you can. So just all about kindness and understanding. So if accidents do happen, we're not going to get angry, because of course they cannot help it. Making things easy for them so that, if they've just woken up and it's a small dog, carry them out to the garden so that there's not any accidents. Perhaps maybe reducing the time that they get upstairs, if any at all, so that we're not going to have accidents up there. We're not going to get stuck with sore joints and muscles coming back down. And obviously if they've just eaten or they've just woken up, or they're in the house and they need to get out to the back garden or something, they're not too far. So we're trying to use a lot of preventative measures when it comes to senior dogs. But unfortunately canine dementia is something that does affect dogs, and it's just as sad for dogs as it is for humans. A question we had was from Donna and from Jenny. So they were asking about dog first aid. So you can buy dog first aid kits from Amazon or online. You can undertake dog first aid courses. There's lots of companies out there that offer training. They can do it online or they can do it in person, so it's really good to know. But a dog first aid kit is much like a human first aid kit. One thing I always suggest using or having in your first aid kit is hair bobbles as well. So if your dog was to cut themselves and it was a really serious cut, in order to put some pressure on the wound, we would maybe wrap a hair bobble near the wound to stem the blood flow. I'm not a trained veterinarian. I am a trained first aider though, a canine first aider, but I can't recommend these courses enough. But get yourself a first aid kit online, guys. Order them in, and definitely they're worth having in the house. And if you are serious about even just knowing the basics, a normal first aid course of course informs you about humans. A lot of it does relate and does correlate with dogs, but otherwise you could go on your own wee course and just do a little internet search to find out about prices and companies in your local area. So I hope this has helped. If you need any further information, obviously we are only just touching on subjects here during vlogs. But if there's anything further you'd like help with, or if you want to know about any of our courses online, please get in touch via the Dog Play Centre, the Dog Learning Centre. You can use our web pages, our social media pages, and we can take it from there. Thank you.